What's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video. I do want to voice my opinion on this situation with DDG and Halle, because a lot of people is saying that Halle is very controlling. A lot of people saying DDG is very controlling. I feel like both parties played a big controlling part in this situation. And truth be told, they both was protecting each other public image. Now, if DDG really posed a threat to Halle, when the situation happened in January, or whenever DDG posed a threat to Halle's safety, she could have been filed for a protection order or restraining order. She didn't do that because 9 out of 10, she know that she was out there throwing on bows at DDG too. So both of them was really fighting on each other. It's not like Halle is this victim. She admitted to putting paws on him too. Same thing with DDG. If DDG felt like Halle was this mentally unstable mother who couldn't care for Halo, why he didn't been filed for an emergency hearing to get full custody of this child. A lot of people calling Halle bitter and saying that she just went to courts because she wanted to control DDG, with the baby. At the end of the day, you cannot control anybody with kids. So you really got to ask yourself, how did Halle and DDG get to this point when they both had dirt on each other? Emotions. It's all about emotions. She forgave him in January when he chipped her tooth and put the bruises on her arm. She even forgave him in March. Even though she called the police and got a police report, she could have filed for a restraining order and a protection order right then and there. Did she do it? No. She gave him a pass. So she continued to give DDG a pass. And DDG, yeah, he was wrong for coming to the internet and try to paint her as this bad person, knowing that he was doing wrong behind the scene too. When it came to Halle, I agree with Halle setting boundaries and a time schedule with DDG. Let's be real, DDG refused to sit down and come to a common agreement with Halle when it comes to the visitation schedule regarding Halo. So that's DDG fault. So of course she's gonna go to the courts because she's tired of it, because she knew what he was capable of. But at the end of the day, neither parties are victims. The only victim in this situation is Halo. But I understand where Halle coming from, and I understand where DDG coming from. He's a first-time dad, she's a first-time mom, and they both want full time with Halo. But they gotta understand, when you got two active parents involved, it's always gonna be 50-50. And I feel like they didn't know how to share Halo. So you got two controlling parents. They controlling because they both want 100% time with Halo. They both want endless time with their child, and it's not going to happen when you got two active parents. Now, when you got a deadbeat dad or the deadbeat mom, yeah, it's so easy to have your child all to yourself. But when you got both parents who want that time, the effect is going to be a court battle, and that is why they are in court. They ain't going to share the goddamn baby. So when you got one parent who want to control the child and tell the other parent when they can and cannot get the child, when they got to return the child, it's going to be issues. Halle's issue is she felt like she had solo custody of Halo. It was no court agreements between them. If DDG had his son, he don't have to return his son when she want him to return him. And that part right there caused a big issue between them, because she felt like, okay, you spent 3 days or 2 days with him. Bring me my son. He don't have to bring you Halo. And a lot of people felt like DDG had to bring Halo back to Halle when she said it. That's not true. If he wanted to keep his baby for a fucking week, it shouldn't even be a problem. And if she can't even get mad, y'all don't got no court agreements. There's nothing in black and white saying that he only can spend certain amount of time with Halo. And DDG felt like, hey, I could pop up anytime. They ain't have no boundaries. They ain't have no set schedule. They first-time parents. They both don't want to miss a moment. That's why people say people need to get married and have kids and raise kids under one household. Y'all won't have this situation. Y'all won't be fighting for full custody or joint custody. Y'all won't be fighting for time. Y'all won't be fighting for memories or moments, because you will be under the same roof. But when you got two parents living in a separate household, courts had to get involved. Halle don't know how to share that goddamn baby, and DDG, he don't know his boundaries. So both of them are the problems, and that's why they in court. And DDG know damn well Halle's not mentally unstable. That's why he never went to court to go file for full custody. So when you got a parent who don't know how to share, and you got a parent who don't know his boundaries, what y'all thought was going to happen? In this situation with DDG and Halle, courts had to get involved because they are first-time parents and they both want this memorable, shareable moment with Halo. They don't know how to share Halo. That's the problem. They don't know how to share the goddamn baby. So now the courts got to get him 50-50. That's the only way they can share him. And a lot of people feel like, oh, he don't deserve to see Halo. Don't say that. Halo need his goddamn daddy. Y'all just want to see one parent lose because you don't like that parent. This shit ain't got nothing to do with y'all on this internet. It's all about what's best for Halo. Halo need his mommy and Halo need his daddy. And I feel like the visitation schedule that he got right now, he just need to take it and run with it. I just feel like this is a cause and effect. One want to control the other parent with time. Then the other parent don't know his goddamn boundaries. What y'all thought was going to happen? You know, at the end of the day, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this situation.
He's quiet. What? Hey, here's a song about some of my favorite veggies. Mom. Hey, Mama. Mama. Yeah, that's Mama. That's Mama.